Hi, hello, I'm Kala, and this is Monster Prom. Second term? I don't know. It's Monster Prom. It's the original first released game of this series. I decided I wanted to start playing these because a bundle recently released, as you can see over here. You can get the bundle yourself. Go get it, go do it. I really wanted to start playing, and we're going to start with the first one. I think what I'm going to do is play as my favorite character, Blue. My favorite playable character, Blue. Go through all the options of people you can romance in this game, and then I will move on to the other games. And we'll see where we go from there. I've actually only ever played the original Monster Prom. I've had Monster Camp for a hot second. I just haven't played, so this is the perfect time to kind of kick back into things. So I also decided that I'm not allowed to date Damien first because that's my favorite, and we'll do that last. And I need to have some self-control before we get to it, okay? So let's just dive in. Let's go. Let's freaking do it. So it's just me. Aw, man. Let's do the DLC. Let's get it. Full game. I want a full game. Each romance thing is gonna be like a full game. Yes. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Blue! I am going to cosplay Blue one day. We'll go with she. She, they is my pronouns, but sticking with Blue, and we're going with... Actually, we should probably go with Kala. Okay.
Yay!
All right. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not even restarting. And as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howl, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polygeist, 22. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LeVay, the love of my life, 21. Fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam de Liancourt, 4XX, we don't know. Hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe, forever? An Eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. And Calculester Hewlett-Packard, version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date. And even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start. Alright. Welcome to the Monster Prom stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they're rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. So basically it's going to ask us a bunch of questions, and that's going to become character stats. And then we have to, from there we'll see how it goes. I think I'm gonna do this before every single one. And I am gonna have someone in mind as I think of this. I'm also not going to look anything up. If you want to play this for yourself and see like all the endings and all the possibilities, go do it. This is just gonna be my playthrough with each person, so we might not even be able to romance everyone. Woo! I will cry if we don't romance Damien. I'll probably also play it multiple times so it looks like I did the first time. I'm kidding. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, how would you talk a cop out of arresting you? Use your gaming skills. Everyone knows that. Okay, so hold on. First, we have to decide. You know, I haven't gone for the werewolf guy. I'm gonna go with the werewolf guy first. I can't remember his name. Scott? I think Scott. We're gonna go for Scott first. All right. How would I talk a cop out of arresting me? User gaming skills. Everyone knows a police officer has to drop any charges on you if you manage to beat them in a fair Yu-Gi-Oh card duel. That is law. User seduction skills. Wink. They don't call it fuck the police for nothing. Ha ha ha. Or user acting skills. Convince the officer you're actually the police. You know what? Go for the overkill and make them pay you a fine. I'm gonna go with gaming skills. I'm fun. Haha, I'm so fun. You're walking through the desert when you see a turtle on its back baking in the hot sun, but you're not helping. Why aren't you helping? No time, too busy, because the turtle, too busy twerking, because that turtle owes me money, or because F turtles. Okay. Why wouldn't I? I would always help a turtle. I would always help a turtle. But the closest is that the turtle owes me money. I am not wealthy. That's so funny. What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? Hates the outdoors, lacks taste, mediocre, thinks Asuka is the best waifu, lacks manners, or is a coward. I'm trying to have someone that like goes for Scott. So hates the outdoors. Oh, and perfect. Yeah, that was the Scott answer. I think his name is Scott. We're probably gonna figure out it's Scott. If you were a D&D character, what would be your class? Ooh, okay. Party Smith, obscure moment grammar, Gunhaver, automaton, fanfic bard, and the prettiest one. Okay, actual one, fanfic bard. For me, actually Akala. But for this particular version of me, let's go Party Smith. Polly, my girl. All right. We have begun. So we start off with the following stats: 8 smarts, boldness 2, creativity 5, charm 5, fun 7, and money 7. I like money. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 choices of places we want to go. I think the bathroom is where you buy stuff. So where do we want to start? I feel like the outdoors. Ooh, the gym. Because we're trying to go for Scott or whatever his name is, right? Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Heck yeah. And here's our narrator. And here comes Liam. Liam, not Scott. His name's Liam. Ranting to anyone. Oh, wait, maybe not. Ranting to anyone who will listen about the feelings of living flesh. Oh, no, this is Liam. Okay, we're looking for Scott. Dang it. Thought Scott would be here. Maybe he won't. I have such pity for creatures that have to consume things other than blood. Grocery shopping, cooking, chewing. It's a nightmare. No wonder there are so many fad diets. People don't want to have to choose what they eat. Like, have you heard of the matryoshka diet? You eat a tapeworm, and then you eat a bigger tapeworm to swallow that tapeworm, and so on until all of your organs are replaced by tapeworms. It's usually fatal, but the corpses do look fabulous. It's Polly! Oh man, that brings back memories. The that diet is how I died. Polly. I miss fat diets. I used to get up to the stupidest shenanigans just to get my hands on the latest food replacements.
Hey, Rose.
There he is. Whoa, are you guys talking about fat diets? Sign me up. I'll do anything that'll get me more ripped. Anything. Have you heard of the it's where you only eat things that come from a mummy. Mummies are rare, so you get super skinny, plus you get through tubes. We're definitely gonna have to put a body what's it called? I mean, this isn't a little bit of an older game. I personally don't prefer things that have body what is it called? Like diet culture BS. I know it's a joke, but it's not my favorite stuff. Skinny culture. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That stuff. Mummies are rare. You get super skinny, plus you get to rub tombs. Paleo. You heard the paleo diet, and I'll try the Jurassic diet. You can't eat anything that isn't a dinosaur. Killing a T-Rex alone will get you super buff. That is my answer anyway. Oh. That was not great from Polly. Hey, Scott, didn't you say you had a time machine? Oh, wait. Hey, Scott, didn't you say you had a time machine? That diet would be perfect for you. I do, but Coach gave it to me on the condition that I only used to go back in time and whittle the games with best.
Oh, bro.
Well, I'm not gonna jeopardize my deep relationship with Coach just to get hecka swole in history times. Dang it! Plus, the last time I used it, I ended up in a time that looked exactly like the present, and I never figured out how to get back. Oh, okay, but he was into it. Turns out the time machine is just a cardboard box Coach painted to believe in yourself on. Everyone knows time travel isn't real, or is it? In any case, you lose 2 charm and 1 boldness. Ow. Ow, I am not bold. Ow. Well, onward. We obviously want to try. I mean, we had a pretty good conversation with Scott, so we'll go and talk to him again. You approach Scott and Calculester, sitting at a table conveniently located near a power outlet. Calculester is charging. Scott is confused. What do you mean you don't eat, bro? If you don't eat, how are you ever gonna get swole? Premise invalid. I am a robot. Robots do not get swole. Swelling in robots is always an extremely bad sign. No eating? No getting swole? How do you live, bro? Technically, I do not live. It is one of my greatest sources of sadness. Oh, I might be dating Calculester next. Aw, don't be sad, buddy. I know what will cheer you up. Some pizza. Pizza always cheers me up. Same. Invalid suggestion. Pizza is a food which I do not eat. I am not designed to consume organic material, only electricity. But, you're actually pretty worried that Scott's head is going to explode, and then you're gonna have to clean up. Better find a way to satisfy his curiosity. Scott, electricity is the coolest, most energetic thing to eat. Have you tried to eat a lightning? That is not what we should say to this man. Calculester, when I say I am not designed to consume organic material, all I hear is that you're not trying hard enough. Okay, I know what the smart. No, neither of these are smart answers. Let me be clear. Neither of these are smart answers. I feel like the one that's gonna get us closer to Scott, though, is saying, Calculester, have you tried harder? Oh! Oh no. Well, Scott liked it. Whew, what do you mean I am not trying hard enough? I always try my best. Well, you know what Coach says. Sometimes best is not hard enough. I don't know if I like Coach. Okay, how do I try hard enough? Eat this pizza. I do not have a mouth. Well, you know what Coach says. The body has many mouths, and only one of them is your mouth. Is that what I'm... What? Well, I suppose I do have a CD tray and an exhaust port. Let's put pizza in them. This is such a bad idea. Oh no. Not the R2 scream. Alert, foreign matter detected inside chassis, purging internal cavity with fire. Whoa, cool. How do you feel now, Calculester? Warm. Hooray! Let's do it again! You help Scott stuff a whole smorgasbord of food items in Calculester. He turns all of them to ash. It is profoundly wasteful, but Scott has never been happier. Calculester, on the other hand, I cannot imagine is too pleased with that. All right, week 1, evening. We have to do something about our charm. Oh no, our charm's fine. We gotta do something about our boldness. In my mind, that means like, let's go party, but maybe we have money, right? So maybe we should try getting stuff? What should we... No, I don't know. Like I said, I've played this once and it's been a very long time since I played. Let's go party. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full wild. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun! I'm so fun. Looking around for a distraction, you spot Scott proudly flexing, while Zoe sits before him, frowning into her notebook. You figure she's trying to draw his ripped bod, so you offer to give some drawing tips. Drawing? What? I'm not drawing anything. I'm writing a fanfic about Scott's muscles. Aha! What? You are? I thought I was just over here flexing for no reason, like usual. Well, I'm trying to write a fanfic, but so far it's going slower than the first 20 issues of Snail Person Literature Club. You glance at Zoe's notebook. It looks like she's just copied an outline encyclopedia. Oh, an outline encyclopedia's list of all the muscles. Oh, I can help. You know, Coach always says you can't spell muscles without some of the letters from adversity. clicked too fast to visually check that, and I'm not going to do it just in my brain. You should add a bad guy who finds and gets all my good muscles.
What?
That's been done already. It's like you haven't even read Scott versus Muscle-Hating Pervert. And that's exactly my problem. That nobody reads your fanfics.
Are you for real?
What? No! My problem is that I need to put an original spin on this fanfic. But my mind's more blank than the minds of those cultists whose thoughts I used to devour. Well, have you thought about adding a bad guy who fights against all my good muscles? This conversation is clearly going nowhere without your help. Quick, fix Zoe's fic. Okay. Scott's right, the story needs an antagonist. Everyone knows that the true natural enemy of muscles is the leaf scale gulper shark, or many muscle stories have been told, but how many have been told from the perspective of the muscles? I mean, saying Scott's right sounds like the best option, right? You know, like agreeing with Scott. But that might backfire on me. Let's go with our gut. I'm gonna say Scott's right. So smart. Yeah. Oh no, is that true? Thanks for the warning, bro. I was planning to go on a shark safari with my buds this weekend. I'll make sure to steer clear of any muscle-gulping leaf sharks. White tigers and great whites and tiger sharks only. Thank you. Scott, that sounds incredibly dangerous. Well, as Coach always says, danger only has one of the same letters as muscles, so whatever. But if you die, who will I write fanfic about? Other than your devastated classmates mourning the untimely demise, leaking delicious sorrow into the I have not seen this version of her avatar. Wow. Wow. Sorry, what were we talking about? I have no idea. I love hanging out with you guys. Well, you didn't help Zoe's fanfic at all, but Scott sure seems happy with you. You gained 2 creativity and 1 charm. All right, so we got 1 of the charm back that we lost, but also gained today. So yay.
Let's go.
Week 2, I mean. I want to start by going to the store. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. Ooh, I needed some boldness. Okay, sick. Oh, later you see Scott all but skipping down the corridor, cheerily rattling off some sort of list. I thought this was when I got to go to the shop. Oh no.
Hey, bro.
Hi, pal. Ah, man, today is the best. I was walking out of class and my tail just started wagging all of a sudden. You know how sometimes your tail starts wagging, you're not even sure why? I started wondering what my tail might be so happy about, and I realized it's probably because I'm a werewolf. Because being a werewolf is just about the best thing, right? I mean, if I wasn't a werewolf, I wouldn't even have a tail to wag. But then I started thinking even more, and I realized that where everything's would be pretty good. Where dolphins, where pigs, where weasels, where tanks. I wonder what the absolute best were creature would be. Where vending machines, where water fountain, where door, where window, where knob, where floor. Okay, now he's just naming things you can see. You'd better jump in. A where moon, a where werewolf, obviously. A where werewolf.
Awesome, bro.
That sounds like the best thing ever. What is better than winning a sports game? Winning 2 sports games. What's better than gym class? Double gym class. So what could be better than being a werewolf? Being double a werewolf. I wonder if I can get a member of the werewolf pack to fight me so I, a werewolf, can turn into a werewolf. And be a werewolf. Or 2 could bite me, and I could be a werewolf. And what happens if a werewolf fights a werewolf? Aw, man, is this why they make us learn math? Scott's math performance increases dramatically, but only for the next week. You gain 1 smarts and 1 creativity. Oh, beautiful success. Okay, that is not where I go to the store.
Let's go.
To lunch. Obviously, we want to. Who is this? Okay, I want to hang out with Scott, but who is this? I gotta see who this is. I don't know who this is. Looks like all the other tables are full, or maybe you're just a glutton for punishment. So you sit next to... Carla, I see you have come to give me your cucumber. Oh man, who are you? Well then, there's that. If that's supposed to be an innuendo, it leaves much to be desired. Doubtless you see before us this immense pile of cucumbers into which are carved various names. In case your inferior intellect is unable to intuit the purpose behind it, when people send me a cucumber with their name, I make sure I don't harass or kill their families. What? It's a win-win. People getting living in unharassed families, and I get delicious cucumbers. What are you? It's a sound proposition, and also you hate cucumbers because they're just crunchy water pretending to be food, so you give your cucumber to Leonard. Ah, another crunchy water snack. But with no name carved into it, I can't guarantee I won't harass or kill you or your family. But taking a cucumber for free would be unfair, and so I offer you in return a chance to learn any skill of a true fan that you wish to learn. I mean, Leonard could always just not harass and kill anyone. But it's true that you've always envied one ability of the true fan. Laser vision, or feeling entitled to be angry with creators for not taking your favorite franchises in the direction that you want. Considering how he looks, I'm going to assume it's the first one. Ah, yes, you have chosen well. Basic entry-level fandom stuff that even a layman should be able to grasp. The first thing you'll have to remember is that the franchise belongs to you, not the creators, not whatever bullshit company is behind it. You, the fan. Whatever you hoped would happen in it, that's what should have happened. And if it doesn't, you have every right to be furious. The next thing. This voice is not for me. Oh well. Muted? There we go. Sorry about that. I've been dealing with allergies. That hurt. I also forgot you can just press pause on your recording. So we're gonna remember that for next time. Anyway, let's get back to it. The next thing to remember is that even if it came from the mind of the creator, that's now irrelevant. Also remember, the creators are not sentient beings with feelings. They are machines put here to cater to your every whim. The reason they have social media is not to promote projects or share their hopes and dreams in a perhaps naive wish to inspire others. It is to make themselves available to any criticism or vitriol, that's how you say it, vitriol, professional or even personal, that you might have. The meaner the better. That makes them more likely to acquiesce to your vision for your project. Wow, holy shit. Okay, you're suddenly feeling a lot more sympathetic to creators, which gives you +4 creativity. Yeah. Unfortunately, these people are, extensive within game dev. Also, thank you to all the dissidents of Spooky High for never having been like this, and just having been the absolute best hour of every day. Your devs love you. I love the game dev player relationship when it's beautiful. I mean, something, Martin something, prom dates, okay, back in character. Alright, evening. Okay, so the bathroom is not the store, or is the store in different places? I'm trying to remember. I have not played in so long. I'm gonna go to the bathroom again. Hang out in the bathroom. And I also put graffiti on the wall. Oh wow, I gained 2 boldness. Okay, hold on. Okay, no, there is no store. Dang. Well, that was worth a try. Ain't no party like a Spooky High Bathrooms party, because the Spooky High Bathrooms party has Polly's high quality toilet wine. Oh. Yes, a classic part of Spooky High life. I love it. It's so good to be part of things. I wish more people felt like you, Zoe. My WC wine isn't the hit I thought it was gonna be. Maybe it's because you're brewing wine in a toilet. Nah, that's not it. Thank you, next. Your question. There's no reason it can't be a bestseller. If you believe in yourself, you can achieve anything. Even selling unsanitary alcohol to 20-something-year-old high schoolers. Yeah, they're all 20-something. Especially that. In the end, doesn't WC just stand for we can? Honestly, we don't use the abbreviation WC in Monstropolis, so fuck it, maybe, I don't know. I'm all for using deceitful marketing schemes to trick gullible people out of their money, regardless of the quality of what I'm selling. So I'm in. Oh my gosh, yes! I know all about spending too much money on things. You have no idea how much money I spend. Of course I do. I monitor the bank accounts of all Spooky High students. What? What? Continue, by all means. Okay, anyway, whenever I buy things for exorbitant prices, it's because I'm incredibly invested in the people or characters associated with it. Like paying $3,500 for a custom figurine of my human Sona from the game Human Prom. Not this. Parallel universe, love it. That's it! We need to create a mascot for my WC wine. Who could get everyone emotionally invested and spending those monster dollars? Mutant friendly creatures to hawk your product. Wally the Wasted Walrus, adorable, or an endorsement from the millionaire mummy and trendsetter Chad Chaddington. Remember, we're trying to date Scott this round. Though I've never actually, like, tried to date. Let's think. Let's go... Wally. Oh, I'm going to try to make this sound, but I don't even know if my mic is going to pick it up. I'm even going to try to make it low. Yeah, I didn't pick it up. He sounds adorable already. Yeah, let's find a really great artist to design Wasted Wally for us. And then we can pay them an exposure. Scott, no, you pay them money. Please don't do this. No, Scott. The art will be a valuable investment for Polly's wine business, so I will happily finance this endeavor, as long as I get a cut of the profits and the artist gets paid, because artists should always be paid, you tell them. And they can have all the free toilet wine they want. I'll put that in the ad I'm posting. Really? No. Aww. I think it's one situation in which it's better the artist hired does not sample the product first. You hire your classmate Vincent Viperfish, a monstrous half-snake, half-barracuda, to do the art. His art is amazing, which is really impressive considering that neither his viper lineage nor his fish lineage give him hands, but you know better than to ask logic questions as quickly high. Before long, Vincent's Vincent Viperfish's masterpiece, god damn, is complete, and your gorgeous life has been breathed into Wally the Walrus. Vincent Viperfish, for some reason, broke my brain. He's so amazing. Do you think he'd want to join sports teams with me? His muscles are beautiful. He's fictional, Scott. Do fictional people not like sports? No time to explain basic concepts, Scott. My WC wine is flying off the proverbial shelves and literal toilets. No time for proverbial shelves, Polly. My phone is getting off the proverbial hook with people who want to make a Wally TV show, a Wally musical, and that thing that all above else is the pinnacle of artistic media. A multiplayer dating simulation starring Wally, the Wasted Walrus. Wow, a multiplayer dating sim? Sounds lucrative. And is. You get +3 money because your mommy made you negotiate for a percent of profits before Wally Prom was released on Smoke. Thanks, Kala's mama. Released on Smoke. Thanks, Kala's mama. Thanks to my mom. Shout out to my fictional monster mom. Wait.
Let's go.
Am I the bride of Frankenstein, or is my mom the bride of Frankenstein? Anyway. Oh, it says where she is every day over here on the side, and I'm a dingus.
Give me your money.
I will. Now let's face it, you're probably going to end up losing your money in some stupid way. Anyway, why not spend it here first? It's called being smart. A penguin mask. You want this? You want this, you sick pervert? I had no idea you appreciated a good old reverse Romanian Wilkinson. I don't know what that means, and I'm scared. I must admit, it's kind of hot here into the kinky shit. Hype station. High school social life is so hard nowadays. The hiring a PR agent is totally a thing. Okay, I'm looking for something that I think Scott will like. And that something is a penguin with 2 legs. That's for Polly. Gift that keeps on giving? Or a motivational poster. Oh man. I don't know if anything here will help with Scott. A fake badass tattoo, maybe? I don't know. All right, a PR agent. Aw, man, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something Scott would like. Let's go with the glasses? Alright, bye. Hopefully he likes them. Alright, week 3. New.
Let's go.
Oh, back to Scott, I say. See, now there's all these other, like, characters that I don't know that I want to talk to. Who the heck are y'all? Good lord, all you want to do is eat in peace, and yet...
Save the world.
Oh, we're here to save the world. Okay, I believe you. I don't know who you are, but I love all of you. Yeah, we know. From you, Dimitri.
Such a disgrace.
Oh, you wound me, truly you do, after all I've done for you. More like done to us. What about that time you betrayed us in the middle of a climactic battle, then unbetrayed us, then betrayed us 3 more times? Or that other time, the next morning, empty bed. Why can't they talk as separate entities? Why can't they talk as separate entities so you know which one is porking Dimitri? Oh, they all talk together. That's terrifying, and I love it. So which one is? Maybe it's all of them. Then so be it. Let's end this once and for all. And it's not like the last time I said that, or the time before. This time I mean it for real.
Enough of this.
Yeah, no, same. For real this time. Once and for all. Ugh, this is like the 7th final battle these orcs have had this week. You've had it with their bullshit. You take a fistful of ketchup packets and spew them all over Dimitri. Maybe someone will get on his cape and he'll run away, get a dry cleaned. What's this? Blood? Oh, you wound me, my loves. I feel no pain but that in my heart. I will slink off to some cave to lay in agony between life and death, waiting to be tended to. You spot Dimitri squeezing some of the ketchup onto a hot dog and taking a bite on his way out of the cafeteria. What is that dude's deal? Truly, thank you for selflessly helping us on our adventure, Kella. No, it was selfish. You really just wanted to eat in peace, but whatever.
We must save the day.
In return, allow us to help you on one of your adventures. Why not? I can go ahead and help you with solving the ancient enigma of my algebra homework, or going to retrieve the legendary lasagna flavored chips from the supermarket down the street while I risk my life protecting this cafeteria table. That's it. We have heard tell of these lasagna flavored chips, mostly through pleasant songs coming to us from our phones in 10-second increments. Very well, as long as you promise to guard this cafeteria table with your life.
Always the
Wait,
same with you.
why do we need to guard this? Never mind, whatever. You helped us, we'll help you. That's what decent people do. That's what decent people do? Okay, Coven, sure, whatever. I bet they always try their best. I bet they always try to be their best selves. Why are they even at the school? All right, here are your chips. Don't ask why it took so long. It doesn't matter who was or wasn't making out with near-death Dimitri in a secret cave somewhere, as his sweatshirt clung dramatically to his chiseled abs, and his breathing was ragged as he danced to the edge of life and death, and a tough choice had to be made of whether to spare his life. Here's your change, goodbye. Your change? You didn't give them any money. Well, in their hurry to avoid further questions, not that you were going to ask, you really don't care. They gave you 4 money. Sweet deal. We are so fun, so creative, and have so much money. I love this for us. This is good for us.
Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna go to... We haven't been to the classroom. Let's go to class. That day, you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. Doesn't hurt. We need it. Nearby, you can see Scott and the wolf pack talking. Oh, he has a little wolf pack. That's cute. Scott, we have the greatest power drink to date. Check this out, bro. I love power drinks. But wait, this new cutting-edge sports supplement is like no other before. There's no need to mix it with a beverage. You can consume it using only your nose. Oh, that's fine. Scott, maybe don't. It's called cocoine. Yeah, cocoine. Whoa, that totally doesn't sound like your regular power drink. Which definitely means it's cutting edge, just like you said. Yeah, it's like 50% energy drink, 50% protein power, and 100% raw power. Damn it with these crazy pranks. But before you can do anything, Scott has started all of it. And he's gone full wolf mode. And now he's basically unleashed and is destroying everything he sees. You need to do something to calm him down, but what? Give him a flashy fidget spinner, or using your vast knowledge of aromatherapy, give him some lavender scented cocaine to neutralize the regular scented cocaine. I don't think it's gonna work. I'm gonna do the fidget spinner because that feels very Scott. I'm very fun. I'm so fun. You start spinning a very flashy fidget spinner in front of Wolf Scott. Stops working havoc and stares at the fidget spinner. It's so spinny. After a while, he reverts to his normal self, because everyone knows that cocaine triggers a werewolf transformation, but a fidget spinner can cancel it. Bro, this thingy is the best thingy ever. It's like a very safe and friendly shuriken. Can I keep it? How can you say no to that pair of puppy dog eyes? Hooray! You see Scott fleeing with your fidget spinner, still managing to wreak some havoc despite calling it very safe and friendly. Clumsy, handsome Scott. You gain +2 charm and +1 smart. Aw, yeah. You're not very bold or charming, and I think that's okay for this round. I hope. We'll see. We're halfway through, week 4. Okay. We haven't been to the auditorium or the library. Let's do that. Let's go to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you figurative oral sense. Your performance is intensive and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Oh, I'm so creative. Rehearsal ends for the day, but you notice Scott and Miranda still sitting near the stage, watching something. It looks like 2 farmers handing a bunch of apples back and forth.
Greetings, fellow classmate.
Oh, hello. You're just in time for our study session. To aid our comprehension of arithmetic, I have hired these actors to reenact the fiendishly difficult word problems in our textbook.
You know, I feel like that would work for me.
You see, Farmer Jim has 9 apples, and he gives 6 to Farmer Greg. How many apples does Farmer Jim have left?
They're like riddles. I don't know how I'd ever understand them without these actors. Usually it works on the first try, but we've been doing this for over an hour now, and we still don't understand. Is there something wrong with our study method?
No, of course not, for Daddy has assured me that I am never wrong. We need only change some small detail.
What if instead of apples they were oranges? What if instead of farmers they were trains? I have no clue what would be better. Yeah, what if instead of farmers they were trains? Oh, even more creative.
Bring out the train costumes.
Some unseen servant lowers 2 perfect train suits from the rafters. The actors obediently climb in and resume exchanging apples. Wait, this doesn't make sense. Trains don't need apples. Ah, dang it.
You're right, Scott. My suspension of disbelief is broken. We must replace the apples with coal, of course.
But when trains eat coal, they go faster, right? So the train with more coal should go faster.
Yes, naturally. Train, Jim. You must move more quickly than Train Greg until the 2 of you meet in the center and exchange coal.
But if one of them is going faster than the other one, and we want them to meet in the middle of the stage,
why, we have to start at different times, of course.
But which times? Let's see. Scott does some complex calculations in his notebook that excitedly stares out the page. Train Greg, you start moving at exactly 2:59 p.m. And Train Jim, you will start moving at 3. 3 apples.
We got it! Huzzah!
Scott and Miranda praise you as a hero. And who are you to question their methods? You gained 2 smarts and 1 creativity. I can't believe that worked. I will take it.
Let's go.
All right, Scott is hanging out with Miranda, so let's see what they're up to. You waltz over to Miranda and Scott's table to find them peering suspiciously into a burger.
Secret sauce. Secret sauce. What dread mysteries do you conceal?
Awesome, bro.
Whoa, do you think the secret sauce can talk? Cool. Hey, secret sauce, what are you made out of?
No, Scott. My question was rhetorical.
Awesome. Mine was loud.
It's no use. We will never discern the active ingredient of this delicious secret sauce. Unless you have an idea, Calla?
Dang. Blood of your father's enemies, Miranda. That's why it's so delicious. You're overthinking this, Scott. It's a sauce made of secrets. I like that answer. Oh, of course.
Secret sauce. The clue is in the title. But what are the secrets made of? Shh, Miranda. It's a secret. What? Shh. 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 In an effort to become more mysterious, Scott has you rub secret sauce all over his chest. You're definitely into it.
Wow. I think we're doing pretty well. Scott's not too hard to date, actually, which I'm pleasantly surprised about. All right, auditorium, bath, class, library, outdoors, gym, bathrooms. We haven't gone to the library, right? We went to the yeah. Oh no, am I actually gonna have to play poker? Because I don't know how. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gained 2 money! Oh, I got actual money. It's almost time for football practice, but you see Scott without his uniform on, looking sadder than you've ever seen him. I just can't believe it, bro. Coach kicked me off the team. Why? Oh, I guess it's a good thing I didn't give him more? Shit. I had no control over this, by the way. It's not fair. How was I supposed to know the new cocaine powder drinking claimed cocaine? The rules are rules. Apparently doing a bunch of cocaine is against the rules. What am I gonna do, bro? Sports is my life. Life without sports is like a life without life. Please, bro, help me figure out a way to get back on the team. You'd love to help. The only question is, how? Ooh, okay. I could spike the punch, so we all play, which sounds like a terrible idea. We gotta convince coach that it's a good thing. A little hands-on demonstration won't hurt. God. Okay. Oh boy. I don't know. I really hope. I want to get him back on the team. Like, Scott's not even like my favorite character. He is endearing though. He is endearing. He's not like who I'd naturally go for, but God bless him. The boy deserves to be happy. Oh man. Let's go with. This one. Not so charming. Ah, dang it. Oh no. Wait. You want to go to coach, the guy who kicked me off the team for doing cocaine, and you want to say, hey, cocaine isn't bad, here, do this cocaine with me? That sounds like the kind of thing I would do. But people are always telling me I'm not very smart. So maybe that's not very smart. If I wanted to use my own ideas, I would have asked myself, not you. Oh no. Hey, Scott. Maybe I should ask myself. Hey, Scott, is giving cocaine to coach a bad idea? Yes, it is, Scott. It is a very bad idea, and doing it would make you a Damien, who is the love of my life. Oh no, I don't want to be a Damien. I'm sorry, friend. It looks like you can't help me after all. No. I lost 2 smarts and 1 charm. Ow. Well.
Let's go.
I should have known. Alright, where are we going? I feel like we need to do... I'm gonna check the store again. Hey, last night I read this article on how money causes pocket cancer in the long run. You don't want to get pocket cancer? Quick, give me that dangerous money you have in your still healthy pockets. Okay, oh, it's the same stuff? Well, I don't want to get that. Well, I mean, I know who would want that, but I don't think... Let's just do this. Let's do the gift that keeps... Oh, it's $0. I don't know if I trust it. Just kidding. Sexy Latin. Penguin mask. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll do the tattoo. Let's do the fake tattoo. Oh, it's badass, so that didn't help us at all. Well... Alrighty, we are not doing so well. Oh my god. Okay, so I really want to see who this character is. However, selfishly, Damien is at this table with Scott, and considering Scott's first we have to romance, and I also messed up big time with him last conversation, we're gonna get here. He sat down to enjoy a nice, normal meal at the Spooky High cafeteria, as usual. LOL JK, something fucked up as always is going on here, and today is...
Bro.
Oh, hello, Kala. Did you want to come sit with us and our imaginary friend? No one else is here. Their imaginary friend roars and the whole cafeteria shakes. Okay, Kala, you have some smarts. You're probably going to figure this out pretty quickly. Why do we have a wild beast under our table? Why don't you take a guess? He's asking you to guess because we totally forgot our plan. Scott, no we didn't. Shut up. You were going to teach it the piano? Or maybe the saxophone? I lost my notes. No worries, no notes needed. You know exactly what they should do with this wild beast. Should become the new team mascot, which is obviously the answer. Put him in a sports jersey and let's rock, go team. It's obvious you brought such a beast to the kitchen to turn it into the next Monster Chef champion so you can split the big Monster Chef cash prize. Obviously, it needs to be the new mascot. Oh, that's a great idea. I'm pretty sure Spooky Eye already has a mascot, but you know what they say, the more mascots, the merrier. I really don't think they say that. Well, they should. If most schools only have one mascot, having multiple mascots would make one more thing that makes our amazing... Wait, having multiple mascots would be one more thing that makes our amazing school even more extra special. I can see it now. The Spooky High wild beast that Damien and Scott kept under our tables. Rah, 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 wild beast. Eat the other team and make a feast. And try not to get an infection from yeast. Actually, that chant is pretty dope. Kala, thank you tons. The wild beast mascot sure will be fun. If you ask me, I owe you one. If you were to nitpick, you could point out that tons and one/fun don't actually rhyme. But why would you nitpick such an adorable and genuine display of affection from darling Scott? I think we're winning. No, I think we're winning the game. I think we're winning the game, y'all. All right, we're gonna party. We're gonna freaking party, man. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave. Casually chatting with Juan, this small magical Latino cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one. The one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll, the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter, and it turns into fun. That sounds like math. You just happen to be hanging around near Scott. You know, not because you're, following him or anything. Did the game just call me out? When suddenly, a rift opens in time and space. A handsome prince steps through, decked in otherworldly finery. He approaches Scott. Not this shit again.
My love.
Who are you? My beloved, I have quested across dimensions to see your face. Oh, well, here it is. Here's my face. It is more than just your face I need, Scott the Great. Tosser of balls, I also need your body. Luckily, I brought that with me too. But I do not deserve to merely gaze upon your body. For that in itself is a pleasure. My kingdom, you see, is besieged by a foul dire heart, and only your muscles can save us. And once the loathsome beast is vanquished, perhaps we can find some other uses for that body of yours. Wink. I'm sorry, when did I enter the chat? I didn't realize I was put in this game. Oh my god, you say wink out loud too? That's so cool. These two are getting along way too well. You need to say that beast yourself before Scott and the prince spend any more time together. But how? Not the game calling me out, by the way. Just respectful. Anyway, rally a swarm of extra-dimensional termites to devour the dire harp's spine. Or sing so sweetly that the dire harp kills itself out of jealousy. I like the termites idea. Oh. Armed with your termite summoning flute, you dash through the extra-dimensional port before the prince can react. The dire harp looms over the prince's palace, saliva dripping from its terrible strings. But it is your rush to summon the extra-dimensional termite you fail to notice The dire harp is made of fiberglass, not wood. In fact, nothing in the Princess Dimension is made of wood. It's all fiberglass and crystal and polyester. The closest thing to wood within 1,000 miles is you. Whoa, bro, stop getting eaten by all those termites. Don't you know that's bad for you? But you can't stop, and you won't stop. Meanwhile, Scott and the prince viciously tag team the dire harp, and afterwards they totally exchange phone numbers. You'd be super pissed if you weren't so busy being eaten by giant purple termites. You use 2 boldness and 1 fun. Dang it!
Let's go.
Okay, we have 1 more day to turn this around. I am devastated.
Show me that money.
Oh wait, I didn't mean to. Oh, I didn't look at what I was clicking. I messed up. I wanted to go to the gym so badly that I just did it and didn't realize that she was there. Or they were there. Oh no, I wasted a whole time slot.
Let's
Oh
go.
no. Okay, poll's out now. Out of all the characters, who do you think, like, how out of all the characters, how many do you think I'm actually going to end up going to prom with at the end? I'm really curious by the end of this particular game. How many of the characters do you think I'll actually like be able to work, like actually, you know what I'm saying? Words are hard. Anyway, when you arrive at Scott and Calculester's table, Scott isn't there. He comes back when you sit down, clearly delighted. Aw man, everyone's butt smells great today. It's like a bouquet of butts. A butt cat. And look at this, Cala's here too. Hey Cala, I bet you also have a butt for me to sniff. Considering I am sitting in a chair, indeed I do. Scott, I advise you to terminate your current course of action. What? Translating previous utterances into Scott's readable format. 1 moment, please. Scott, smelling butts equals bad. But how can smelling butts be bad when smelling butts is good? It is not good, it is bad. See also, uncouth, invasive, and totally nasty.
What?
But... Either Scott is malfunctioning, or he's just been distracted by some fun new butts. Either way, you need to find a way to resolve this dispute. You don't understand Calculester. You use complex analytical software to understand your surroundings. Scott's complex analytical software is smelling butts, which is obviously the right answer. Calculester is right, Scott. You got to be polite and respect people's privacy. Why not present them with an official form requesting a butt smelling? Which is, consent is, key, and I will also tell him that consent is key, but also you are correct, and this is your analytical software, also consent is key. Probability of veracity, unlikely. Live demonstration required. What? Translating. 1 moment, please. Go smell a butt, Scott. That is a good boy. You don't have to tell me twice. Technically, yes, I did. Please report back with all your butt-related findings.
Awesome, bro.
You don't have to tell me 3 times. Here I go. Oh no. Scott sticks his nose in Matt the Skogoth? I don't know what that means. Unspeakable crack, and then hightails it back to your table. Now, Scott, please share what you have learned. Well, Matt spent first period in haunted math, and skipped second period to devour souls underneath the bleachers. He's 10,000 years old, he's a Capricorn, and his favorite TV show is The Great British Bake Off. Also, his farts smell like barbecue sauce and ghosts.
Critical levels of awesomeness detected.
My sensors confirm your report. I suppose there is more than one way to smell a butt, as they say. There is? That fact alone is enough to make Scott as happy as you've ever seen him. Nice work. Heck yeah! Oh my god. Okay. We find out soon. We find out soon. Okay, Jim? That seems like the best way to wrap things. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she is capable of finding reasons to keep playing, and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain 1 BFF. Sadly, she's not part of the game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off screen. And 2 charm. I do need more charm. You're minding your own business when Scott jogs up and gives you a friendly punch in the shoulder. It almost destroys you. Hey bro, I was just looking for you. The big game's today, and I need a friendly face to pep me up.
I know. We've got cheerleaders for that or whatever. But between you and me, bro, I don't think our cheerleaders are hype enough. They're supposed to be giving 110%, but they're only giving 107, 108 tops. That's why I need you to give 115% at the games, so I can give 120 or even 135. None of this is how percentages work. Thanks, bro. I knew I could count on you. See you tonight. Scott bumps your fist and sprints off without even waiting for you to agree to this cheerleading scheme. You guess this is what it's like to be Scott's pro. So what are you gonna do to get him amped at the game? Do I juggle the cheerleaders or dress up like a full moon and perch at the top of the bleachers? I think that's a bad idea. I think juggling the cheerleaders is going to be the most, because I feel like if I dress like a full moon, he'll turn werewolf again, and that's just not what we want, and he might not do well at the game. So I'm gonna pick up the cheerleaders and juggle them. Damn it! That night, you show up to the big game, ready to bring the motherfucking ruckus. At a critical moment, when Scott gets the ball, you sneak up to the cheerleading squad and attempt to hoist him skyward, but of course you fail. These are full-grown monsters. How buff do you think you are? I thought maybe I was strong. You do, however, manage to cuss some very inappropriate parts to the cheerleaders while trying to toss them. Scott is so detracted by the beatdown you receive as a result, he gets tackled and loses the ball. Also, his pants fall down. After the game, you catch up with Scott to ask how he thinks the game went. He seems to have found his pants. I didn't know that was possible, bro. But I think you gave too much percent. Like, so many percent that it wrapped back around, it became 0%. Now I'm rethinking everything. Like, what if I'm giving too much percent? How will I know? How will I ever do sports now? Your bad, creepy juggling has given Scott a full-blown existential crisis. Smooth move. You lose 2 charm and 1 fun. I don't think Scott's going to prom with us. I don't think Scott's gonna want to go to prom with us. I don't think Scott. Oh, I didn't realize you could say none of them. That's fun. Okay. I'm gonna ask Scott, but I think he's gonna say no. Oh man, I'm about to get rejected.
Hey, bro.
Yes?
Let's go.
You finally pick up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Huh? Prom? I don't know. I mean, you're so out of shape. My grandma always says I need to mate with an alpha specimen so we can breed strong babies. Sorry.
What?
Dang. It's okay. You moved on from this horrible and shameful failure. You became a functional person, and eventually you met a sweet banshee called Ash. Aww. You shared lots of common interests, and after dating for some years, you married. One day, in the middle of casual conversation, you mentioned you couldn't get a date for Monster Prom. Despite years of happiness, your marriage couldn't endure such a pathetic revelation, and so Ash abandoned you the next day? And thus you live the rest of your life alone and sad. Never forget, Monster Prom is the most important thing. I am devastated. Those 6 weeks were made the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. But the Monster Prom, we kept on living our... After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. Scott became an athlete. Not so long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. Polly took a summer job at the Ghost of Christmas Present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, it was summer. Due to the obscene amount of fan art she drew, Zoe was taken by Jim Davis, renowned creator of Garfield, as his protege. Nowadays, Garfield still hates Mondays and loves lasagna, but you can bet he's into lots of weird stuff too. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, you were young and unafraid, and we are ready to start. Yay! Yeah, so I failed that pretty epically. I think the pictures are different each time too. I think so. Maybe not, because they're different people. Like, they're not all me. Meaning Ollie. So, we didn't get Scott to say yes. Sad face.
It was worth a shot. I just made some very horrible decisions when it came to things that I hope to make him happy. And thus, here we are. But you know, life goes on, and there are plenty of other hot fictional characters in this game to date. And I plan to date them. They might all deny me. If they all deny me, I have to do something. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna think of something. If I can get none of them to date me, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about it. But I'm gonna do something. All right. Well, hold on. Actually, let's see what happened at the end. I think the pictures are different every time. So I want to like kind of, you know, show them. But this is just the first of many. You know, I think that maybe, just maybe, we can find someone who will accomplish. I'm actually really mad. I thought Scott was going to be the easiest one, and that's why I picked him first, okay? That's why I did it. I was like, oh, Scott's going to be so easy. I'm going to be able to get this in no time. And look at me now. Foolish. Looking foolish. Looking foolish. Anyway, this is a great game. Oh, we unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. Adorable. Hey, guys, did you know that there is and a paper map? Oh, this is stuff for the store. And 10 new images in the gallery. So MonsterCon is out. I'm on a journey to MonsterCon. This is the journey to MonsterCon, where I try to romance every character in every game until we get to MonsterCon. Because I want to play this game as much as possible, and I love it. And it gives me an excuse to play the others. So that's our episode for today. 0 for however many people. I didn't do the math of the people you can date. I'm gonna look that up. But well, you know, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get somebody. We have to get somebody. Please. It's okay though. But in the meantime, check out my other videos. I am doing a V Rising playthrough. You can also check out my peeks into some other indie games that I've done. But that is all for me for today, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out, coming with me on this journey. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.